So then, MAPPA'S recent controversial change has completely divided the fanbase. Yo, what's good, supporters reviews, and in case you guys are anime onlys and you do not want to see any panel stills comparing the trailer to the manga and you want to go into the anime blind, then I do not recommend you watching this video. Heavy spoilers for some panel shots from the manga of part 3. You have been warned. Attack on Titan the final season part 3 trailer 1 for the first Cour has been released. And it looks pretty epic, but how does it compare to the original seasons and the manga? The first shot of Mikasa looking at Eren in this wide shot, there are more flowers in the foreground in the Wit Studio version, and also the tree is a different design completely, with some of the buildings in the background and some of the landscape details having some various changes in the background. But both versions are a complete improvement from the manga panel, as there was barely anything in the background. Eren's crying face is a little bit different from Wit to MAPPA to manga. In the manga, he's standing up as he's crying. In the Wit Studio version, he seems to still be sitting down, but it's a close-up shot of his face. But in the trailer for MAPPA, it's a high-angle shot of his face. I feel like MAPPA are trying to be a bit more faithful to the manga, as they're going to try and introduce Eren's line on why Mikasa's hair has grown so long. Next up, we got some scenes of the civilians running from the rumbling. There isn't a specific shot from the manga. These seem to be more or less anime original scenes, but we do get some of the Colossal Titan footprints in the mud from the manga. These two faces of the Colossal Titan from the trailer seem to be adapted from chapter 131 of these two titans, but this one specific close-up shot of this Colossal Titan seems to be a shot from chapter 134. We don't actually see any specific shots of people being burned alive by the Titan's steam. And while we only see this little girl crying all by herself, there is a shot in chapter 131 where a girl is crying with her two parents. And then we get another anime original shot of the Helios statue, the same statue Willie Tybur was talking about in episode 4 of the final season, part 1. We get multiple shots and stills of Eren's found in Titan design in the manga, but there isn't a specific shot where we see the full back of him. But this shot of baby Eren calling out to the freedom that he so desperately wanted to get to, it's beautifully adapted from chapter 131. MAPPA didn't need to go all out with this. They could have just had one still shot of him, but they went above and beyond just to make greatness for us. And this back shot of Eren is also from chapter 131. MAPPA released a full statement regarding the delay of part 2 of the final season part 3, so let's read it. To those who look forward to it, this time the release date has been announced for Attack on Titan the final season part 3. We have continued production with the goal of broadcasting all of part 3 on March the 3rd. However, in the process of proceeding with production, expanded quite a bit than expected, and after consulting with the production committee staff, we will release 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. AOT will be completed at the next timing, part 2. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all those who have been looking forward to this event. We promise all our employees and staff that we will focus on the production of AOT until the end. I hope you will all give us a little more time. Thanks for the support. So it looks like Studio MAPPA seem to be once again apologizing to the fans regarding AOT, and I will admit I was kind of shocked when they did announce that it was going to be split into 2 parts, but I do understand if they want to deliver the best work possible, then I think this is the best decision. However, not a lot of people agree with that. While some do support MAPPA's new direction in terms of splitting the final season part 3 into 2 parts, there are others who are, let's say, not too keen on this decision. People just want Attack on Titan to end here and now, and the fact that they're going to have to wait for the ending even more isn't really impressing a lot of people. I feel like if this is what needs to be done for them to have a really good workflow and good quality, then this is the way to go, mate. It seems that the production committee or whoever has done the advertisement of the final season seem to have wanted the anime to end a lot sooner than MAPPA expected it to. So because MAPPA were like, hey, we can't rush this again, the production committee and MAPPA decided that they're just going to have to split it up and just wait for the studio to finish it. With the way MAPPA have been doing their animes and just the amount of work workload they've been getting. I mean, my gosh, dude. They've got about 5 or 6 productions in 2023. What do we have so far? Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, One Punch Man, Hell's Paradise, AOT The Final Season, Vinland Saga, eventually a Season 2 of Chainsaw Man, that's definitely going to come soon, and all their OVAs and side movies as well. I mean, dude, I hope these animators get proper holiday pay and all that jazz. But with 2 parts of the final season, it just got me wondering, are we going to get 2 new openings and ending songs? It would be pretty amazing if Link to Horizon made a comeback for the final season part 3, as they were the ones who started it all off, and it would be pretty poetic for them to end it off. And then there's the whole thing of like whether or not this is going to be episodes or just a really long episode like a movie. NHK seem to be calling it the final edition special broadcast. Whether or not it's episodes or a long episode, I'm here for it and I'm really hyped. And we got a new update from the sound director. Currently the voice acting is still being carefully continued on the director Yuichiro Hayashi. Due to COVID, many cast members one by one. The director, sound staff members are overloaded with work, nearly 3 times as usual. However, because it's the final, no, because it's the end, no corners will be cut. Please wait a little longer. Before COVID, 30 VAs were working on the voice acting with a limited time of 5 hours, but the max is now 7. 30 divided by 7 equals 5 post recordings. 5 times 5 hours is just torture without the cast for 25 hours. Sorry for the waiting, fans, but we're doing our best. MAPPA seem to be under a lot of pressure and on a tight schedule, even with the sound production side of things. But tell me in the comments down below what you guys think of this. Did you like the trailer? Did you hate it? Did you prefer the way Wit did those original scenes or the way MAPPA reanimated the scenes? Or do you just prefer Isayama's manga panels more than both versions? Or are they just all beautiful in their own special way? Are you satisfied or disappointed that MAPPA decided to split the final season into 2 parts? I can imagine some anime onlys not being too happy about that, but tell me, like for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Stay tuned for some future Attack on Titan final season part 3 videos. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy dude review signing out.